Three, two, one.
Mga bata, wag muna. Yung, yung opening ng classes, that's a very, I will not allow the opening of classes na dikit-dikit yung mga bata. Bahala na hindi na makatapos. For this generation, wala na matapos na doktor pati education.
It's been about 2 years since the COVID-19 pandemic ravaged the whole world, and everything has changed, especially the educational system. It suffered a big slump as the schools were prohibited to hold regular face-to-face classes. In order not to hinder the continuous learning process, a new system of teaching was put into place instead of regular classes in school or classroom. Online learning is now the new form of teaching. Teachers reach out to their students by way of the internet. New teleconferencing platforms have replaced the regular classrooms. Education Secretary Leonor Briones.
Sinusunod lang kasi natin ang utos ng Presidente na walang face-to-face muna sa sitwasyon na ito.
With this system came the modular lesson scheme, where modules for the different subjects are being prepared by teachers and then later distributed to students to work on. These are then returned to the teachers for checking and compilation. Teaching will be difficult as the learners could not communicate back to their teachers. Furthermore, online classes in public schools average 30 to 40 students per session. This is an enormous task to surmount on the part of the teachers. After years into the pandemic, uncertainty still exists within the educational system of each municipality, including Bambang. The COVID-19 pandemic is highlighting to take care not only ourselves but also the environment. Waste filling up disposable protective equipment, plastic packaging, and initially, there had been a hope that a slowdown in the world economy would be good for the planet Earth as the industrial pollution was reduced. But the pandemic has had negative consequences for the environment too. The world was already drowning under a sea of plastic waste, but the pandemic has made the situation worse. Face masks can stay in the environment for up to 450 years. It takes that long before they turn invisible microplastic. So this issue is quite serious. Everything's got worse since the pandemic. We started using less disposable plastic packaging, but now people are buying even more plastic items because they are scared of being infected. Disposable plastic gloves, face masks, and face shields are common in public markets. The pandemic has led us to a waste crisis. Now, even environmentally conscious consumers feel safer buying plastic wrap products. Many families were lucky that they were able to eat 3 times a day. They used to be part of what the government calls the informal sector. They are either self-employed or run businesses providing goods and services. Many people here have lost their jobs and some have resorted to begging. And it isn't happening only in the municipality of Bambang alone, but local survey says at least 7 million families have experienced hunger at least once in the past 3 months. That's a record high of more than 30%, the highest incidence of hunger since 2014. The Philippine government imposed a lockdown when the coronavirus pandemic broke out, but it pushed the country one of its worst economic recession in decades. The government says it is doing the best they can. It has given out cash to millions of Filipinos and says it hopes to give more. Because of the pandemic, the economy has been permanent damage done to livelihood, to jobs, and there needs to be a more sustained response to this problem. As the pandemic came, economies came to a near crash. A lot of businesses closed shop. And because of this unexpected event, the majority only rely from what government can give to them, as many people lose their job, and that's the only way they can survive from this disaster. And that is how the COVID-19 pandemic affect education, environment, and economy. That's all. Thank you.